Imagine a world where workplace safety laws don't exist. No inspections, no enforcement, no accountability. That's exactly what Republican Congressman Andy Biggs wants. His new bill seeks to abolish OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, the federal agency responsible for protecting American workers. The question is, why? And more importantly, what could go wrong? To understand why OSHA matters, we need to go back in time, before it existed. The early 1900s were a nightmare for American workers. Factories were death traps. No safety standards, no workplace protections, no accountability. Workers were disposable. In 1911, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire killed 146 workers. Many burned alive or jumped to their deaths because the building's doors were locked from the outside. In 1970, the U.S. finally said enough. President Richard Nixon, a Republican, signed the Occupational Safety and Health Act creating OSHA, a bipartisan effort to prevent workplace tragedies. Since then, workplace deaths have dropped by over 60%. But now, some Republicans want to erase those protections. Enter Andy Biggs. Andy Biggs isn't just any congressman, he's one of the most extreme voices in the GOP. A hardline deregulation advocate, a staunch opponent of labor protections, and a longtime ally of corporate interests. His new bill? It doesn't just weaken OSHA, it completely abolishes it. Biggs argues that OSHA is government overreach and that businesses should regulate themselves. Because that's worked so well before? If you want to see what a world without OSHA looks like, just look at the countries where workplace protections are weak. Take Bhutan and Timor-Leste. They have some of the highest workplace fatality rates in the world, with 31.9 and 29.2 deaths per 100,000 workers respectively. Compare that to OSHA-regulated America, where workplace deaths have been drastically lower. This isn't speculation. The data shows that strong safety regulations save lives. Let's put this into perspective. Before OSHA, American workers faced 10,000 deaths per year from workplace accidents. Over 300,000 work-related illnesses annually. Employers who could ignore safety hazards with zero consequences. Imagine going back to that. If Biggs's bill passes, it's not just about losing safety regulations. It's about letting corporations put profit over human lives. Let's ask the big question: who benefits? If this bill passes, workers lose, but corporations win. 51.3% of his funding comes from large individual donors, 5.6% from corporate PACs. And who's pushing for deregulation? Big business, corporate lobbyists, industries that don't want to pay for safety measures. This isn't about freedom, it's about corporate greed. Let's get real. If OSHA disappears, employers won't be required to report workplace injuries. There will be no enforcement of safety violations. Injured workers will have no legal protections. It's a disaster waiting to happen. This isn't just about OSHA. Republicans have been relentlessly attacking regulations designed to protect Americans. They weakened environmental protections. They slashed consumer safety regulations. And now they're coming for worker protections. It's a pattern. Deregulation doesn't mean more freedom for you, it means more power for corporations. OSHA was created because too many workers were dying on the job. If Andy Biggs gets his way, history will repeat itself. So here's what you can do. Call your representatives. Tell them to oppose this bill. Support worker protections. Stand with labor unions and safety advocates. Spread awareness. The more people know about this, the harder it is to pass. This isn't just politics. This is life and death. If you care about workplace safety, share this video. Stay informed, stay engaged, and don't let them erase decades of progress.